Many women become so busy pouring into everyone else's cup, they forget there has been empty. You cannot break a woman like that. Welcome to Confident Woman Rising, Awaken Her Within. When people look at a strong woman, they often say, she's so lucky. She has it all together. Nothing seems to affect her. But what they don't see is the journey that built her. They don't see the little girl who grew up carrying responsibilities she was never supposed to carry. They don't see the daughter who's desperately wanted to hear, "I'm proud of you," instead of she learned to survive without validation. They don't see the wife who kept fighting for a marriage while the other person slowly stopped showing up emotionally. They don't see the mother who stayed awake all night worrying about how she would provide for her children while pretending everything was okay the next morning. They don't see the woman who smiled at work while her heart was quietly breaking inside. Because the strongest women are often the ones who carry the heaviest pain in silence. Family issues, financial struggles, career pressure, the stress of trying to be everything for everyone, heartbreak, betrayal, disappointments. None of these things come one at a time. Sometimes they all arrive together, and yet she kept going, not because she wasn't tired, not because she wasn't hurt, but because giving up was never an option. There is something extraordinary about a woman who has been broken and still chooses kindness. There is something powerful about a woman who has been betrayed but still believes in love. There is something inspiring about a woman who has every reason to become bitter, yet she chooses to become better. Because pain changes people, but it doesn't have to change them into someone they no longer recognize. It can transform them into someone wiser, but someone stronger, someone who finally understands her own worth. You see, life has a way of stripping everything away. Sometimes it takes away responsibility and relationships. Sometimes it takes away financial securities. Sometimes it takes away your confidence. Sometimes it even takes away your identity. There comes a point where you look in the mirror and ask, "Who am I anymore?" And that is one of the loneliest questions a woman can ask herself, because somewhere along the way she became everyone's caretaker, everyone's helper, everyone's emotional support, everyone's safe space. But no one stopped to ask, who's taking care of her? Who's listening when she's crying? Who's holding her together when she's falling apart? Who's reminding her that she matters too? Many women become so busy pouring into everyone else's cup, they forget there has been empty. They forget that their cup has been empty for years. And then one day, something changes. She gets tired, not physically, but emotionally. She gets tired of begging to be appreciated. She's tired of explaining her worth, tired of wanting for someone to choose her. And that's the day everything begins to change. Because she finally realizes the love she's been searching for, the respect she's been begging for, the validation she's been waiting for, must first come from within. She begins rebuilding herself, not because someone else rescued her, but because she rescued herself. Brick by brick, prayer by prayer, lesson by lesson, and tears by tears. She builds and she rebuilds. She starts setting boundaries without feeling guilty. She starts protecting her peace. She starts saying no. She starts walking away from people who only know how to take. She stops apologizing for taking up space. She discovers that healing isn't becoming who she used to be. Healing is becoming someone she never knew she could be. A woman who knows her value, a woman who refuses to shrink herself just to make others comfortable, a woman who no longer needs permission to shine. And here's the beautiful part. Strong women don't become strong because life was easy. They become strong because life gave them every reason to quit, but they did not. They cried. They questioned God. They felt lost. They doubted themselves. But every single time, they stood back up. So if you are that woman today, the woman who feels tired, the woman carrying invisible scars, the woman wondering if anyone notices how hard she's trying, I want you to hear this. You're not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by the courage it took to keep going. Your scars are not signs of weaknesses. They are proof that you survived battles that could have destroyed you. And one day, the very pain you carried over will become the testimony that gives another woman hope. Because that's what resilient women do. They don't just heal themselves, they become the light for others still walking through the darkness. So let the world underestimate you. Let people doubt you. Let them think you have reached your limit, because they don't know what you have survived. They don't know the prayers you have prayed. They don't know the strength God placed inside you. And they certainly don't know that every time life knocked you down, you got up again, and again, and again. And because you are not just a woman who survived, you are a woman who transformed her pain with purpose, her wounds into wisdom, her setback into strength. And no matter what tomorrow begins, remember this. Remember this, no matter what tomorrow brings, a woman has survived families, struggles, financial hardships, heartbreaks, betrayal, cheating, and life's greatest storms cannot be easily broken. She may bend, she may cry, she may pause, but she will always rise again and again. Thank you so much for watching Confident Women Rising, Awaken Her Within. And please subscribe, follow my YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And also comment and let me know if these values make any differences in your life. Thank you once again, and happy 4th of July if you are in USA.